In our top story tonight, a miracle happened in Mexico City last week. No, the Virgin did not appear again on the shroud, nor did Luis Miguel appear in public, having magically lost 50 pounds. And no, someone did not stop at a stop sign in Mexico City. That would be crazy. But after 23 years of waiting, the Mexico City soccer team, Cruz Azul, finally won a championship in the LigaMX. Now listen, that's not too long. The Cubs waited 108 years for theirs. The Red Sox another 86 years. There are a lot of professional sports teams that have never won. But what made this streak so terrible is that the team lost 6 consecutive finals. So shocking, it led many people to believe that the team was cursed. But the curse was broken on Saturday night as Cruz Azul beat the Santos from Torreon. The team that's owners were like, let's name the Saints. So maybe Jesus can give us an extra hand. You know, he loves Saints, right? Well, that strategy failed as they lost by an aggregate score of 2-1. After the game, the city went nuts. More than 80,000 people flocked to the Angel Independencia in the nation's capital right at the conclusion of the game. A massive crowd, especially during a pandemic. Yeah, it was nuts. People were everywhere, dancing, shooting fireworks. And I really thought the Metrobus shelter was going to collapse. Incredibly scary. But thankfully, the celebration went on without incident. We'll just have to wait for June 8th or so to see if there was a massive super spreader event. Then we'll have to go back to Semáforo Rojo. And what I don't understand is everybody was yelling, achoo. So I was like, why is everybody sneezing? During pandemic, people are sneezing. You got to go away. But everybody came together for this one. So I was a little hoping that everybody's going to be okay. For more on the reaction to the big win from Mexico City citizens, we go now to Chilangoland, Julian Valois with more.
What's up, everybody? Julian Valois here, reporting in front of Mexico City's Angel of Independence on Reforma Avenue, where thousands of Cruz Azul fans gathered on Sunday night to celebrate the team's big victory, their first since 1997, which of course is a long time ago, right? That's when Netscape Navigator was the world's #1 browser. That's when the President of the United States was hooking up with interns. It's been a long time. So I'm going to get a little bit more information from the people here today to see how they reacted to the big win. ¿Feliz que había ganado el Cruz Azul?
Sí, ya por fin. 23 años pasaron y ya.
Damián, ¿eres fan del Cruz Azul? ¿Es esto?
Claro que sí.
¿Y cómo te sientes?
Pues contento, feliz de este triunfo tan anhelado.
Antonio, ¿eres fan del Cruz Azul?
No lo soy, soy de las Chivas, pero no me desagrada Cruz Azul. Prefiero que haya ganado Cruz Azul y no el América.
Cuando despertaste el lunes, ¿creíste que era real o...?
Tuve que entrar a Twitter para ver, dije, sí,
¿Para comprobarlo?
Sí, fue gol, sí, real.
Okay. ¿Sí, estás feliz que habían ganado?
Pues sí.
¿Por qué crees que tomó tanto tiempo Cruz Azul para ganar?
Siento que fue como una ola que se fue acumulando en cuestión de que perdieron una, perder otra, entonces ya era como...
Bueno, es que yo pienso que esto ya era mental lo que ellos traían. Ya manejaban una presión.
Creo que está manipulado. No es posible que un super equipo como Cruz Azul no haya ganado en 20 años.
Yo pensaba lo mismo.
Ahorita hasta que se cambiaron de estadio ya pudimos ser campeones, entonces también pudiera ser el estadio que teníamos una maldición por ahí.
Pues cada equipo debe ganar un día.
Sí, exacto. Menos el Atlas.
Sí, menos el Atlas.
So although I did manage to get many reactions, there were some America and Chivas fans who did not quite have the same vibe of celebration as some of the Azul fans that we met today. But overall, I think we have a pretty excited city. Back to you, Dan.
All right, thanks, Julian, for a report. We have now on the show with us super fan and frequent contributor to the Gringo Show. We have to put him on with us today to talk about this, Mr. Kenneth Smith. Kenneth, how are you?
How you doing, Dan? Very well, thank you.
We can't hear you, Ken. Oh, there you go. Now we can hear you.
Great. It's great to be here. Thank you.
Yeah, we're a little bit delayed on your audio, but hopefully it'll correct as we go along. But Ken, you were in the stadium on Sunday night. I know there was 25% capacity, but tell us about the mood in the stadium.
Well, Sunday was an incredible evening for all Cruz Azul fans. I mean, you can imagine that even though the stadium could not be filled because of the COVID restrictions, 25% was a very loud 25%. I mean, people were waiting for years for this to happen. It finally did. And, as they always with Cruz Azul, it went to the last minute, right? But this time around, we didn't fail. After 6 finals lost in a row, we were able to do it. And it was just incredible to get rid of that curse that people were carrying on their shoulders for such a long time. And it was amazing, as you showed, how the city exploded in celebration. It was really an incredible night.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, I'm a Mets fan. I'm a Jets fan. We've been lost for about 35 years. I get it. So for your 23 years, it must have been a huge relief. How did that feel for you?
Oh, well, I mean, it was absolutely incredible because we had been so close so many times. I mean, as we have talked about it before in the show, if we were a team that never made it to the final, then you'd say, well, they have no chance. There's other teams out there that will never see the light of day. But for us, it was always el ya merito, and to finally be able to pull the season together, especially after that horrible loss in the semifinals against Pumas last December. I mean, to be able to pick up the team, change coaches, and really get your act together and win it like this, it was incredible. I think it was awesome for the city as well. It was the first really big, important sports event after the pandemic in Mexico City. And there was a lot of solidarity. Club America congratulated Cruz Azul. The team Pumas did it as well. And I received so many congratulations from people who don't root for Cruz Azul. I don't know if it's because they had felt sorry for me, but I really think it's almost always also a question of, solidarity. The city had a very happy moment. I mean, that's the truth. And it was a lot of fun.
It was funny because you predicted this on a show that we did about a year ago. But let's run the clip, Hector.
The best players coming out today is definitely Cruz Azul. So we have a lot to offer for the future, including this year's championship.
So you did predict that they were going to win. I mean, how do you feel about that?
I called it. Then again, I've been calling it since 1997. So I guess my batting average is not that high. But yeah, it was great.
Right. And also you were saying some stuff about Pumas, which I thought was fair that, now I'm sure you're gloating that. Let's run that clip too, Hector.
Safe stadium to go watch games, so no golden showers in our place.
Now I got to tell you something. All the people celebrating on at the Angel, there were some things I didn't want to see. But were you at the Angel after the celebration?
No, I didn't. This time around, I realized that going to the Angel until 3 a.m. is a younger man's game, and I let my son, who's 19, to go down there and go crazy. He lost his cell phone, but he had a great time, and he had never seen Cruz Azul win in his entire life a championship. So you can imagine how he felt and how many, many thousands of other Mexicans did. And there was a lot of celebrations in other cities, Tampico, Oaxaca, Guadalajara. It was very interesting to see how we have a big, fan base throughout the country.
Yeah, I guess a lot of people all over the country are glutton for punishment. And like to be masochistic about their sports team. So it's good to hear. Kenneth Smith, sports fans and frequent contributor to the Gringo Show. We always appreciate having you on. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you so much, Dan. Talk to you.